RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. And Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to softball. Riverbend softball here at Alton High School. The Piasa Birds and the Redbirds meeting here this morning. Saturday morning action for the Redbirds and Piasa Birds, and the Red leading the green here after one inning by a score of 3-0. Recapping the first inning, Southwestern went down 1-2-3 against starting pitcher Morgan Butler here this morning. Yes, she had one strikeout in that first inning, top of the first. Then in the bottom of the first inning, Redbirds with a one-out double from Haley Longo, and then Alina Mayer had a single into center field, and Jordan Rohde brought them all in with a home run down the left field line over the 200 sign in left field, right down the line, but fair. And Rohde's three-run home run makes it 3-0 after one inning in favor of Alton. We're underway in the second inning now. Southwestern coach Peg Mitchell with a record of 7-9 after their win yesterday. We saw Southwestern on Thursday beat Roxana, and that game was on the radio, 13-4. And then yesterday they beat North Mac by a score of 12-2. And we're underway this morning at Alton High with more softball. This is Brent Birkeland with you here on the Big Z, our engineer, Brian Hennigan. As we get rolling here, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton, and Lindsay Snyder, number 13, is at the plate for Southwestern. One of their four seniors in the starting lineup and four seniors on the roster. Of course, Alton with 8 seniors and 8 senior starters. Here's a swing and a miss, and Morgan Butler has another strikeout. Butler's second start of the year, of course, had the injury, the broken hand, pitching hand, and just came back a couple of days ago. Pitched a couple of innings against Cahokia, had the start against Edwardsville and pitched a couple of innings. Also yesterday pitched 3 innings in relief against CM, 3 perfect innings, and now she gets the start against Southwestern, and she's looking effective the last 2 days against CM and Southwestern. Even though we're early on here, she's keeping the ball down around the knees once again, and this is Kelsey Rhodes, first baseman for Southwestern. Again, they have 7 wins on the year. Alton with a record now of 11-7 after beating the CM Eagles. Here's a changeup. Drop ball, and it drops low for ball 1. 1-2 the count. We have 1 out, top of the second inning. Redbirds with that lead of 3-0 over the Piasa Birds. Just outside here, and it's 2-2. Butler the pitcher, Mayer the catcher. Longo at third, Dodson at short, Presley at second. Jordan Rohde at first base, and she already has the long home run to left field, right down the line. Swing and a miss. Back to the screen it goes, and Alina Mayer will throw to first for the out, and that is another strikeout. Got away from the catcher, but quickly back to the screen, and a flip to first, and that's 3 strikeouts in the first 5 batters of the day. 5 in a row retired to start the ball game by the senior right-hander Morgan Butler, and she brings in a strike to the freshman designated hitter, Ray Brandon. Brandon bats for the freshman pitcher, Abby Stormer. Freshman pitcher for Southwestern here today, and we saw Stormer pitching against Roxana Thursday and picked up the win. Here's a foul ball for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Saturday morning action with a early start. Started about 10 minutes until 10 o'clock here this morning. Now in the 10 o'clock hour, we're in the second inning, and pitch is just outside for a ball. And after the game, as always, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. So stay tuned for that as well with the Redbirds and the Piasa Birds meeting for Saturday softball. Here's a roller to second. Presley to her right, throw to first for the out. And that's going to be the end of 2 innings for the Piasa Birds. On a ground out, Presley to her right makes the play at second base. Middle of the second inning, Alton 3, Southwestern nothing. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Bottom of the second inning, and the leadoff hitter, designated hitter, Madison Bemis, pops one into short left, and it drops for a base hit. Into left field it goes, and that's already hit number 5 for the Alton Redbirds. They had 4 hits in a row in the first inning. Longo, Mayer, Rohde, and Tipsword all reached, including the 3-run home run by Jordan Rohde, first inning. Now Kayla Gutierrez, the batter here, and takes ball 1 as we're underway, bottom of the second inning. Back live at Alton High School, the softball diamond here, and a little bit of a breeze this morning blowing out to center field, not like we had yesterday as the wind was whipping straight out yesterday. A little on the windy side, and that was Alton against CM. Today it's Alton and Southwestern. Here's a pop. Third baseman makes the catch in foul territory, and some more great glove work by Lindsey Snyder. And what a defender she is at third base. Grabbed it in foul territory on a little backhanded stab there as the bunt was popped in the air, but it wasn't far from home plate. But third baseman Snyder came rushing in and grabbed that foul pop bunt. Ball 1 to Amanda Palin now, the number 9 hitter. So 1 out, 1 on. 3-0 Redbirds with the lead, looking for their 12th win as they get ready for a busy week next week, including 3 conference games. Here's a pop foul, backing out of play. Catcher for Southwestern, Novak. The pitcher is Stormer. Third to first, Snyder, Wooldridge, Wolf, and Rhodes. As Palin will ground one up the middle, right near the bag, and out at second. No throw to first. Second baseman Wolf right there as she scooped it up and stepped on the bag for the fielder's choice. Second base unassisted there. 2 down. That'll bring in Georgia Dodson. Started the day hitting .396. And 0 for 1 today. Georgia takes a strike. And it is 0-1. She flew out to the right fielder her first time up. She's sitting at 16 RBIs for a leadoff hitter. Here's a line drive into left. Left fielder coming on. And off of her glove. Tried to make a basket catch there. Ringhausen may have been knuckling on her a little bit as that ball was hit hard to left field. On a line, but the left fielder was there. Just couldn't come up with it. Ringhausen in left, Will Fong in center, Hopkins in right. A couple of seniors in the outfield, in center field and right field. Will Fong and Hopkins. Here's Haley Longo, the batter. Started the day .491, still flirting right around .500 for the last week or so. And a double already today. And here's a pop foul down the left field line, out of reach of the left fielder. So it'll be a strike, and quickly 2 strikes on Longo. .491 to start the day. Yesterday, good day at the plate as she had a couple of hits and RBI. But even with a couple of hits, as she started the day yesterday, .500, she's now .491. But here's another hit. Up the middle, it's a base hit. Throw home to get Palin. The ball is dropped by the catcher, and Palin will score. And the other runners end up at second and third, and Longo 2 for 2, and that's another run for the Redbirds. 4-0 our score. Over to third base goes Georgia Dodson. Ending up at second base is Longo on the throw home. A base hit up the middle. And that will score another. Redbirds with 3 in the first. Another here in the second. Here's a ground ball. Shortstop Wooldridge will throw out Alina Mayer at first base. And that will be the end of the Redbirds' second inning. But they tack on a run and lead Southwestern 4-0 after 2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let Auto Butler's professional staff keep your vehicle looking great inside and out. We have many car wash options to choose from, as well as express detail services and a 48-hour clean car guarantee. Auto Butler Express Lube gives you a free full-service car wash with your oil change. And while you wait, you will enjoy our lobby that makes you feel like you're right at home. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Clean, shine, and protect.
Mallory Novak, Randy Hopkins, bottom 3 in the batting order for the green and gold. Southwestern trying to get to Morgan Butler here and start it with a base runner of some sort first. It's been 6 up, 6 down for Morgan Butler. She has the 4-0 shutout as we go to the third inning here with Saturday morning softball on the Big Z. We're scheduled for more action next week, every day next week, and every day there's a chance for showers. So we'll see how that goes starting Monday when we have Marquette at Wood River in girls softball here on the radio about 4:30 Monday for the Explorers and the Oilers. Then Tuesday we have Alton baseball against Edwardsville, Tuesday at 4:30. Here's a foul ball on the Southwestern third base dugout on the roof for a foul ball. It's 1-1 to Wolf, second baseman for Southwestern. Game number 17 for the Piasa Birds. Game number 19 for the Alton Redbirds. They're 11-7 on the year. Strike called on the outside corner this time for strike 2. Pretty good crowd gathered here on a Saturday morning for red and white and green and gold. Redbirds lead 4-0. Here's a shot to short, cut off by Longo at third. Throw to first for the out. Good play on the left side of the infield. Longo, the third baseman, stepping in front of the shortstop. 1 down. 7 in a row retired to start the game here by the senior right-hander who's looking sharp, coming back from that injury now, and record of 0-1 with a loss to Edwardsville. Of course, a lot of errors in that ball game. 6 of them for Alton, I believe, Thursday. A lot of unearned runs that day. Yesterday, Alton beating CM 8-1. Up and in with a changeup, and it hits the batter, the catcher Mallory Novak. And that'll be the first base runner for the Piasa Birds here today. And the catcher is out there, so it looks like a courtesy runner will come out of the dugout. And it will be number 5, Megan Peterbaugh, to run at first base. Peterbaugh Jr. And the senior Randy Hopkins steps in. We saw her hit a home run against Roxana on Thursday. Outside, ball 1. 1 on, 1 out for the Piasa Birds here. Redbirds with 3 in the first inning, 1 run in the second inning. Now in the third inning. The pitch. Tap foul, third base side to the Southwestern dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it will be softball on the radio Monday, Wood River and Marquette. Baseball Tuesday, Alton and Edwardsville. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. It's in the dirt. Runner's going to go and out. Alina Mayer recovered as it was in the dirt. Kind of a delayed steal there on the wild pitch. And Peterball is out at second, and that's 2 down now. Good play. Catcher throwing it down. 2 outs. Basically a caught stealing, and there's a line drive base hit into left center field. Gutierrez gets it back in from left field quickly. Good play over in the gap there. And thanks to the good defense for Alton, it could be first and second or first and third here with 1 out, but instead, that single is a 2-out single after Southwestern lost a runner on the bases just a moment ago. Here's a bunt foul by Wilfong. Strike 1. Redbirds with 8 seniors. Also in the starting lineup, Presley, a sophomore, Bemis, a junior. Here's a foul ball. Third base side, off the end of the bat. Late cut by Wilfong. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter here. A senior, Hannah Wilfong, 0 for 1. 0-2, Butler trying to end the third inning, and it's low and away. Just outside is a lot like yesterday. She's keeping the ball right around the knees, or even lower. Maybe thigh high down to the dirt. Here's the 1-2 pitch, change up, and fouled off, and probably wanted that change up a little lower, but it was still effective as Wilfong fouled it off as it was up around the letters. Here's Butler ready. Mayer gives the sign, and another pitch coming. Foul ball again to the head coach, Peg Mitchell, coaching at third base. Longo at third, right on the line and right in front of the bag at third. Rohde, same way at first base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball deep to right center field. Palin has room, though, and makes the play in center. Back near the fence in right center field before that was caught off the bat of Wilfong. That's the end of the third inning for the Birds. The Piasa Birds. It's still the Redbirds on top. 4-0. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
And then the sophomore, Caitlin Presley. Here's a shot to short. 1 hop to Wooldridge, and she'll throw out Rohde. 1 down. 1 up, 1 down. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Alton leading 4-0. Batter now is Tipsword, and some other great offensive numbers for one of the seniors here. Tipsword, 393 to start the day. Here's a little pop behind the circle. Good basket catch by Wolf. Second baseman with a little dive there. The back of the circle, the pitching circle, and Tipsword pops to the second baseman, and there's 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Presley. Presley yesterday, big RBI double early in the game to tie up CM as she smacked it down the left field line. Here's a hard hit ball off the glove of the shortstop, and on into center field it goes. A 2-out base runner, and that will bring in Madison Bemis, designated player. From Southwestern with some miscues off their gloves in the last couple of innings. This one is popped up. Left center field, and the left fielder will make the grab. Ringhausen there to make the play in left center, and Bemis is out number 3. We've played 3. Our score, 4-0, Alton High. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Piasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Piasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you Piasa?
Ringhausen, Wooldridge, and Snyder to start the top of the fourth inning. Redbirds with a lead of 4-0. As we move into the top of the fourth inning, Redbirds out in the field, and Butler in the circle today, looking for her first win of the year. Coming off of that hand injury, which was back in March, the preseason, when she injured her hand. And Butler, again, looking sharp today, and here's a strike to Ringhausen on the outside corner. Ringhausen, a junior, struck out her first time up. 4-0 Redbirds here as we go to the fourth. The pitch. Here's a tap. Butler's going to make the play outside the circle. Throw to first for the out. Just to the third base side of the circle goes number 11, Butler, and out at first, one down. It's a one-hitter right now. Hopkins, the number 9 hitter, has the only hit for Southwestern. They have 2 base runners, a hit by pitch and a single back in the third inning. And now in the fourth inning, 1 up, 1 down. Here's Wooldridge, the senior. Line drive, and it's going to take a hop to Dodson at short. Throw to first, out there. And the defense the last 2 days has been good for the Redbirds, too, since they blew up on defense Thursday against Edwardsville. But against CM and Southwestern so far today, looking good on defense. Around the infield, and catcher, outfield, pitcher. Butler delivers low and away, ball 1. Morgan Butler, just like many other pitchers in softball, fast pitch softball, an array of pitches, changeup, fastball, drop curve, screwball. Here's a ground ball to short. Dodson will throw to first, out there, and 1, 2, 3 go the Piasa Birds. Middle of the fourth inning, 4-0. Alton, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
And the first pitch of the bottom of the fourth inning to Kayla Gutierrez. She pops it off the end of the bat to the shortstop, Wooldridge, right near the second base bag. The shortstop for Southwestern makes the play. And we are 1 up, 1 down here, and the Redbirds leading with a big 3-run first inning. That was the big 3-run home run by senior Jordan Rohde. Got another run with a couple of errors helping along the way. Got another run in the second inning. No runs in the third inning. Now we're in the fourth, and Amanda Palin is at 1 ball, 1 strike. And she will pop it down the right field line. Turned on it, but Hopkins is there. Good play near the line. Right fielder with a good first step. Good jump on that ball, and Hopkins makes the catch in right. Down the line, 2 up, 2 down. Here's the top of the order. Georgia Dodson to the plate. Georgia looking for something to drive with 2 outs and nobody on base. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Dodson with a hit, and it goes right up the middle for the Redbirds. And looks like hit number 7 for Alton in the ball game. A 2-out single up the middle will bring in Haley Longo, 2 for 2 for Longo. Pitch on the way, and it's high for a ball. Dodson with good speed at first. Ball 1. This one is popped up, short center. And Will Fong, the center fielder, coming all the way in. Not far from the dirt on the infield. Short center to make that catch in center field. And that's 3 outs for the Redbirds. In the 4th, we'll go to the 5th inning. Just like that. Redbirds 4, Lady Piasa Birds nothing. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
That she has allowed. So 4 more in a row. The top 4 hitters for Southwestern in their lineup, all 0 for 2. So they are 0 for 8. The top 4. And here's number 5, Kelsey Rhodes, sophomore first baseman, right-handed batter against Butler. And the 5th inning is underway. Here's the pitch. It is low in the dirt, ball 1. Brent Birkeland back here on the Big Z with you, and Brian Hennigan back at the studios of the Big Z today. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Like a drop curveball there, maybe, and strike 1. Dipping low and away from the right-handed batter. Rhodes up on top of the plate, and she'll take outside, just outside, around the knees. Ray Brandon will follow, and then Mackenzie Wolf. The Piasa Birds try to get something going here. Ground ball foul, third base side. That'll be strike 2. It'll be 2-2 to Rhodes. After the game, our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Butler looks in, gets the sign. Pitch on the way. And it bounces in for a ball. Longo's at third, Dodson at short, Presley at second. Morgan Tipsword is now at first base. And out in right field, looks like Madison Bemis has entered the game. She's the designated hitter. High for a ball, and that's going to be ball 4, a leadoff walk for the Southwestern Piasa Birds here in the 5th inning. First walk given up by Butler. And the pitch on the way. And it's a strike. Brandon, designated player. Nobody out, runner at first. Butler with a long look, gets the sign from Alina Mayer, and bunted foul to the screen behind home plate. That'll be strike 2. Butler in the circle, right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter is Brandon here. The delivery is up and away for a ball. Wolf, the on-deck circle. She will be next. Here's the next pitch. Swing and another tap foul back to the screen here behind home plate. It's still 1-2. Brandon bats for Stormer, today's starting pitcher for Southwestern. Abby Stormer. Again, Southwestern with victories over Roxana Thursday and then North Mac Friday, yesterday. Here's another tap foul. Runner at first and nobody out. We're in the 5th. Defense for Alton gets ready again. Yesterday was Jordan Rohde with the victory. She's now 4-0 as she pitched the first 4 innings against CM. Then the last 3 innings, it was Morgan Butler. Change up by Butler, swing and a miss. A dandy change, and we saw plenty of change-ups that were dancing around yesterday against the CM Eagles, and that is strike 3. 4 Ks in the game. Swing and a miss down low by Wolf. Wolf, a sophomore, will be followed by a freshman catcher, Mallory Novak. And Butler looks in, gets the sign, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Redbirds on Monday will play Belleville West. On Tuesday, they go to Edwardsville to take on the Tigers. Swing and a miss, and Butler back-to-back strikeouts after her first walk allowed. Then it's back-to-back strikeouts, and there's 2 down with that runner still at first, and here is Mallory Novak. Pitch to her on the way, outside for a ball. Redbirds will also play not only Belleville West and Edwardsville, but also Belleville East coming up on Thursday, and that'll be May 1st. Thursday, the month of May, will be here. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 quick outs now, back-to-back strikeouts again after the walk, and here's the pitch. Ground ball back to the circle. Butler to first. Tipsword at first base. And that's the end of Novak and the Piasa Birds. 4-0 in favor of the Redbirds in the 5th inning. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There is also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Pitching time today in relief of Butler. Here's a fly ball deep to center. Back goes Wilfong, way back. It's gone. Home run. Alina Mayer has left the yard in center field. Deep drive to straightaway center, and the Redbirds have 2 big flies today. Jordan Rohde and Alina Mayer, and it is 5-0 in favor of Alton High. Deep drive to center field there and cleared the fence by plenty, just like Rohde's in the 1st inning. And that home run is the way the bottom of the 5th inning begins. And Jordan Rohde rips one into left. That's a base hit. So a couple of hits here to start the 5th. The Redbirds up to 9 hits in the game. As that one goes to straightaway left, and here is Morgan Tipsword. Jordan Rohde started the day, 377. 2 more hits today, 2 for 3. Longo also 2 for 3. Alina Mayer, 2 for 3 in the ballgame. So up in the top of the order, a lot of Redbirds with 2 hits each. And Tipsword will take a ball. She has a hit, 1 for 2. And she will take a ball, and it's quickly 3-0 here to the Redbirds senior. Right fielder and first baseman today. Here's the pitch. It is low, maybe inside as well for ball 4, and there's 2 on, nobody out for Caitlin Presley. And Rohde will have a runner down at second base. And that will be number 19, the freshman Tommy Dublow will run at second base. So we've had a home run, a single, and a walk here in the 5th. Nobody out. Presley with a chance. She's been on base twice, but 0 for 2. And Presley will take ball 1. She's a sophomore. She's the number 6 hitter. Presley will take a strike now, and it's 1-1. 2 on, and one more run here in the 5th inning. Redbirds with 5 on the board, lead 5-0. This one is golfed into left field. Ringhausen there to make the grab. Throw back to the infield. And 2 on and 1 out on that fly ball to left field. That'll bring in Madison Bemis with 1 down. And the junior will take outside for ball 1. She has a hit in the game, 1 for 2. Inside pitch, foul down the third base line. One out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Piasa Birds, same defense. Novak the catcher, Stormer the pitcher, Snyder at third, Wooldridge at short, Wolf at second, Rhodes at first. There's a base hit into left field. That's going to load them up for the Redbirds and for Kayla Gutierrez now. Bases loaded, Redbirds 1 out. So after the home run, couple of singles, a walk, 1 out for the number 8 hitter. And that'll be 10 hits in the ball game with 3 in this inning. Ball 1. Redbirds looking for more than 5. Here's a ground ball to the first baseman. She'll throw home. Out there. Throw to first. Out there. It's a double play. A double play, and it goes 3, 2, 4. Covering at first base with the bases loaded. A double play to the first baseman will end the 5th inning. The Redbirds score 1 on the home run. 5-0 our score. Alton leading Southwestern High. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Changes here as we now go to the 6th inning. 5 innings for Morgan Butler. Yesterday, Jordan Rohde the starter and Butler in relief. Today, it's Butler the start and Jordan Rohde in relief. Rohde's going to pitch as we go to the 6th inning now. Mayer is still the catcher. It's still Longo at third and Dodson at short. Presley at second. Tipsword still at first base. The outfield, though, now has Bemis in left, Palin in center, and Tommy Dublow, the freshman, will stay in the game and play right field. So Jordan Rohde, a record of 4-0 on the year after that win over CM yesterday, fires it low, ball 1, to Randy Hopkins of Southwestern. Top of the 6th. Brent Birkeland back here with softball. Saturday morning softball on the Big Z. There's a strike. Coming up on a 1-hour game, we played 5 innings. Here's the pitch. Just low, maybe off the plate outside, ball 2. Hopkins singled her first time up. That was the 3rd inning with the only hit for Southwestern. They've only had 3 base runners, 1 walk, 1 hit, and 1 hit by pitch. Here's a foul off to the right and out of play. It's 2-2, and Morgan Butler, 5 innings, no runs, 1 hit, and Butler struck out 5. She struck out 2 in the 2nd inning, 2 in the 5th inning, 1 back in the 1st inning. Here's the pitch. Up and away for a ball. 3-1 now. Now make it 3-2. Full count. Number 9 hitter, then the leadoff hitter, Will Fong, will bat. Foul ball off the end of the bat. Cued to the first base dugout, the Alton first base home dugout. Again, a light breeze blowing out to center field, blowing straight out in the pitcher's face. Swinging a fly ball to right. Dublo is there, makes the catch. Actually, that's Butler in right field. So Morgan Butler goes to right. So the outfield, Bemis in left, Palin in center, and Morgan Butler stays in the game. Butler in right field. The fly to right field, 1 down. Here's Will Fong. Strike called from Jordan Rohde. Will Fong 0 for 2 in the game. The pitch. Hits home plate, bounces in for a ball. Rohde looks in, gets the sign. Roxanne fires again. Swing and a shot into right field, base hit. Butler will bring it in to the first base area. Tipsword at first base, and that's going to be a hit. 6th inning base hit by Will Fong. Here's Ashlyn Ringhausen, 0 for 2. That base hit goes to right field. 4th base runner of the game for the Piasa Birds. The pitch. Ball 1. That's their 2nd hit of the ball game. 5-0 in favor of the Redbirds. We're in the 6th inning. And the next pitch on the way. Strike called, outside edge at the knees there, 1-1. Southwestern and Alton, both with plenty of action this coming week, next week, to finish out April and then on into May later this week, too. There's a ball low. It's 2-1. Rohde gets the sign from the catcher, Alina Mayer. The pitch is low again, ball 3. Redbirds playing Belleville West, Edwardsville, Belleville East. Next weekend will be their tournament, 4-team tournament. Granite City, Jerseyville, part of that tournament next Saturday here at Alton High. Here's ball 4. That's another base runner for the Piasa Birds. They have 2 on and 1 out. It's the first time they've had 2 base runners on at the same time, 1st and 2nd. A single and a walk. And that brings in Katie Wooldridge. Good hitter here, the senior shortstop, number 3 hitter. Taps one foul, strike 1. 1 out, Redbirds looking for outs. Southwestern looking for more base runners here in a 5-0 ball game, 6th inning. Rohde looks in, gets the sign. The pitch is high for a ball. That'll be a 1-1 count. Wooldridge has grounded to Dodson at short twice, 0 for 2. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, base hit into right field, right center field. It's in the gap. Will Fong will score. It's a double, RBI double. The ball gets away on the infield, and that's another run. The runners will move up. It's 5-2. 5-2 our score. The batter ends up at third base. That's Wooldridge, who went the other way nicely there. A line drive into right center field and into the gap for an RBI double. Then the Redbirds miss a cutoff, and the ball got away on the infield, which allowed another run to score. It's 5-2 now. The Redbirds with the lead here in the 6th inning, but Southwestern with a couple of runs on that play. It will be an RBI double with just one out in the inning. And the runner at third is Wooldridge, who was the batter there. So one RBI, the other run scoring on the air, and runner ends up at third base. And Lindsay Snyder will take one around the knees, strike one. She's 0 for 2. Strikeout, ground out. She has an RBI chance. And the pitch. Tapped toward the circle, and it's going to get to Rohde, who flips to first for the out. Wooldridge will score, though. And that dribbler up the first base line. Good play by Jordan Rohde to first, but that's going to be enough for an RBI, and another run scores. Nobody on base now, 2 outs. But it's a 3-run inning for the Piasa Birds now, and it's 5-3 Redbirds. Kelsey Rhodes at the dish. Here's the pitch. It's low and in, ball one. Here's the next. Strike called outside corner there, and it's 1-1. So far for Rhodes, a strikeout against Butler, then a walk against Butler. Now in the 6th inning, she faces the Alton pitcher, Jordan Rohde. Ground ball rolling to the second baseman. Presley throws to first for the out, and that's the end of the Southwestern 6th inning, but they score 3. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, it's now Alton 5, Southwestern 3. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And Piasa Birds, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Redbirds coming back to the plate, and now leading 5-3. It was 5-0, and it looks like another freshman for Southwestern is going to come in to pitch here. Number 23, Bailey Stahl. 23 will do the pitching here as the other freshman, Abby Stormer, goes 5 innings, allows 5 runs. 10 hits for Alton. They lead it 5-3 now, and here's Amanda Palin against the new pitcher. Each team going to a new pitcher in the 6th inning here. 5 innings each for the starters. And here is Bailey Stahl. Delivers outside. Ball one. Another pitch on the way, and it's upstairs and away. Looks like the same infield all the way around for Southwestern. Novak the catcher, Stahl the pitcher. low for a ball. Snyder's at third, Wooldridge at short, couple of seniors. Wolf at second, Rhodes at first. Ringhausen, Wilfong, and Hopkins in the outfield. Here's ball 4 inside, and Palin will start with a walk here, bottom of the 6th. Georgia Dodson to the plate. Has a hit, been on base twice. So it's Dodson, Longo, and Mayer now, top of the batting order for Alton. Pitch, strike at the knees, 0-1. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch, high for a ball. Again, more softball Monday, 4:30, down in Wood River. Wood River with a 2-1 win yesterday over Carlinville. Here's a line drive to right. Looks like a base hit. Throw to first. Not in time. Right fielder Hopkins coming up firing there, and Dodson has a hit to right. Some other softball yesterday. Wood River beating Carlinville 2-1. Also, Gillespie doubled up Roxana 8-4 Friday. And Marquette split a couple of games. Carbondale beat Marquette, but then Marquette beat Mascoutah. Here's a pop-up. Pitcher calling for it and has it. Rhodes, the first baseman, trying to call her off there, it looked like, but it's going to be grabbed by the pitcher in the circle, and that's going to be 1 out. Pop to the pitcher, and that'll bring in Alina Mayer. Home run her last time up. She has 2 hits. That home run was last inning. Takes a strike here. Redbirds with 2 homers today, again with Rohde's 3-run shot in the first, Mayer's solo shot in the 5th. Here in the 6th, the pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball to short. Throw to third for the out. Get the lead run there. It's a force out. 2 on, 2 out. That'll bring up Jordan Rohde, who has 2 hits, including a home run. First and second for the Redbirds. 2 on, 2 out. Jordan Rohde will take down and in, ball 1. Homered in the first inning, grounded out to short in the 3rd inning, had a base hit to left in the 5th inning. Fly ball to right field here. Hopkins over into right center will make the grab. A fly out to right will end the 6th inning. After 6, 5-3, Redbirds over the Piasa Birds. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let Auto Butler's professional staff keep your vehicle looking great inside and out. We have many car wash options to choose from, as well as express detail services and a 48-hour clean car guarantee. Auto Butler Express Lube gives you a free full-service car wash with your oil change. And while you wait, you will enjoy our lobby that makes you feel like you're right at home. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Clean, shine, and protect.
Welcome back to Alton High School softball diamond. Brent Birkland back here as the Redbirds go back to the field, and they are 3 outs away from their 12th win of the year. Southwestern trying to rally some more. They rallied for 3 runs in the 6th inning, trailed 3-0 after 1 inning, 4-0 after 2. It stayed that way for a couple of innings. Then Alina Mayer's home run made it 5-0 after 5. But then in the 6th inning, Piasa Birds with 3 runs. And now the 7th inning comes around, and it's 5-3. And it's going to be Ray Brandon to lead things off here. 6, 7, and 8 hitters against Jordan Rohde. 6 batters batted in the 6th inning when Southwestern scored 3. And number 8... Brandon steps in. Just before 11 o'clock here on a Saturday morning, and Jordan Rohde looks in. It's a strike, and we're underway. Now, Rohde trying to close it out and get Morgan Butler again, her first win of the year. A pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Nice movement on that pitch, and it's strike 2. On deck, number 5. That would be Megan Peterbaugh to bat, but we'll see how they change things up in the batting order here toward the bottom of the batting order. Alton Redbirds baseball team playing in Brighton today. A doubleheader against Southwestern. Softball at Southwestern here at Alton High. 7th inning. Pitch. Tap. Foul. Back to the screen it goes. Five to 3 ball game. 7th inning. 2 strikes on Brandon here. She's fouled a couple of them off here at 0-2. Outside is Rohde, wasted one there. Alina Mayer looks into the dugout. Coach Dan Carter gives the sign to Mayer, who relays it to Rohde. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Jordan Rohde has her first strikeout of the day. She strikes out the designated hitter. That will be 1 down, and that will bring in the pinch hitter here, number 5, Megan Peterbaugh for Southwestern. Peterbaugh to the plate, ball 1. On deck, the catcher, Mallory Novak. But Peterbaugh pinch hitting here for Mackenzie Wolf, who was 0 for 2. Strike called. It's 1-1 now. Redbirds 2 outs away from a win. Southwestern needs a base runner here to bring the tying run to the plate. In the top of the 7th. Foul ball back to the screen. Strike 2. Head coach Dan Carter of the Redbirds, assisted by Carrie Capel, Lonnie Wilson, pitching coach and assistant Jamie Orban. Down at the JV level, Katie Wilson and Joe Hook, coaches. Swinging a foul ball, and still strike 2. 2 strikes and a ball. Jordan Rohde gets the softball back, and Peterbaugh digs in, chokes way up on the bat, and 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Change up is high, up over helmet there, really, 2-2. Two-two delivery from Rohde is on the way home with 1 out. Bounces in, ball 3. Butler, 5 shutout innings, allowed just 1 hit, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. 3-2 pitch now, and it's ball 4. Jordan Rohde has walked a couple since coming into the game. 1 walk in the 6th, 1 walk in the 7th, and that will bring up the tying run now with 1 out, a strikeout in the inning and a walk in the inning. And now it is the catcher, Mallory Novak, to the plate. Novak has a chance to do something here, followed by the senior, Randy Hopkins, bottom of the batting order. And after the game, our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. I'll tell you about that in just a few minutes. Also tell you that you're in tune to WBGZ Alton, 11 o'clock on this Saturday morning now. And Saturday morning softball continues here on WBGZ Alton. And we're going to have a new pitcher coming into the game, but just re-entering to the circle is Morgan Butler. So she's going to try to save the game for herself, really, in essence. Jordan Rohde goes back to first. Tipsword goes back to right. And Butler tries to get the last 2 outs of the ball game. So Morgan back in the circle. Butler delivers, bounces in for a ball. Runner goes to second base on a wild pitch. And so ball 1 to Novak here. So the outfield now Bemis in left, Palin in center, Tipsword back in right field. Butler delivers again. Low for a ball. Novak at the plate. Infield now is Longo, Dodson, Presley, and Jordan Rohde back at first base. Swinging a line drive, left fielder there and stabs it, throw to second, and the runner back safely. Line drive smash, and Bemis stayed with it nicely in left field. There's 2 down, 7th inning. And that brings in Randy Hopkins now. Last hope for the Piasa Birds. And Hopkins to the plate. Senior right fielder is 1 for 2 with a base hit. That hit back in the 3rd inning against Butler. Low, ball 1. Butler looks in, gets the sign from Alina. Mayer, the pitch. It is over but low, ball 2. So Butler back into the game, trying for 5 2/3 innings today total. Pitched the first 5, and now has gotten 1 out in this 7th inning. There's still another out to get. 2 down, 7th inning. And it's 3-0 to the batter now. 3 balls, no strikes. And Hannah Wilfong, the leadoff hitter, is waiting on deck. Here's the pitch. It's a strike called, and it's 3-1. One strikeout for Rohde while she was in there. 5 strikeouts for Butler earlier in the game. 3-1 pitch, foul ball, 3-2 now. It's a full count, 2 outs, 7th inning. 5-3 ball game. Southwestern with a runner at second base with 2 down. Hopkins still alive at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Morgan Butler rocks and fires. It is low, ball 4, and there's 2 on, 2 out, and that will bring in the top of the batting order. Left-handed hitting, Hannah Wilfong, the senior. 2 walks in the inning. 1 given up by Jordan Rohde, 1 given up by Morgan Butler now. Butler has walked 2 overall in the game. Ball 1 to Wilfong here. Low, ball 1. An inning and 1/3 for Jordan Rohde in the circle. Here's a strike called. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, down and in. May have swung at one out of the strike zone there, but it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and again, Redbirds a strike away from their 12th win. 1-2 pitch. It's low and away. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out, 2-run game. 2s are wild. The pitch, swing and a pop-up right side. Jordan Rohde is there at first base, makes the grab, and that's the end of the ball game. A pop-up to the first baseman will end this Saturday morning softball game. And our final, the Redbirds 5, the Piasa Birds 3. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.